Hey everyone, today a little something that wasn't born as a dart blaster. I'm that old nerve guy, welcome to Tag. Today's blaster have been brought over, converted from gel ball to dart blaster, and got some big claims on it. First, it got two modes, manual and automatic, because yes, this thing is battery power. Apparently you can activate it, prime it by hand, or with the electric mode inside. And since I saw those things pretty much everywhere, originally I assumed they were flywheeler without checking too much detail. Apparently they are not. They are closer to what a Stampede could be, or a gel ball blaster could be, more like an AEB or an AEG in gel ball blaster. The blaster in question is this ANDRTI M416 Soft Bullet Launcher. This thing apparently got big claims. I'm not expecting it to be fully powerful because it comes from gel ball, but it got some interesting feature and one of those dangerous Chinese batteries. So let's go to the table. It's not the first time I reviewed some of those Chinese blaster. You know me. Those are in a slew of different brands. I'm pretty sure they all come from the same factory. But apparently, this thing is, at least I hope, half dart and not shorter than half dart. So let's not lose any more time. Open this thing up, see what's inside. Because when I look at the box, it's kind of small. It's really kind of small. And yeah, I'm not expecting full-size blaster out of this, but the Holy Key had a similar box and I was quite deceived by the size. So let's see what's inside this box. Okay, we got 10 suction cup dart. Yeah, and we got 10. Yeah, those are shorter than half. Let me check those to compare them. Yeah, those are about a couple millimeters shorter than half dart. This is worrying. Those are shooting super shorty, like the Best Bro blaster. And it's even worse with those, the difference in size. So in that box, we have the blaster body itself, the barrel attachment, the muzzle attachment, which is like a big tube silencer, useless. Quick release Picatinny front grip, for whatever reason. A very heavy stock to attach on the blaster. Two magazines that seems like they can clip together, like to make a reverse clip for reloading. Not really my style, but yeah, they can do it. Supposedly sling, I guess. 20 darts, 10 suction, 10 regular, but those are shorty, very short darts, more like 33 millimeters to fit inside this magazine, and the 7.4 volt battery pack with its charger. Okay, let's put the thing together. This looks very much like a Nerf and strike attachment. Very much like it. Okay, that is looking nice so far. Okay, and is this stuck permanently attached to the blaster once we put it? I don't think so. No, okay. Oh yeah, and it gives a good feeling because of the weight on the stock. But maybe I would remove this thing. Worry it would break something maybe. But no. Stock seems okay. A little flexy. I wouldn't put too much weight on it. This is still like a small tin Chinese blaster. Look at that. Plastic is flexing. This is not that hard. But if it can deliver, it can be worth it. Is there any charge in that battery? You're going to see that I haven't charged it yet. Okay, it's a little tight in there. Okay, really. Now, let's load the Super Shorty. So magazine fits 15 and they give you total of 20 darts, which is not a habit for Chinese dart blaster manufacturer. I would have hoped more dart with that thing. Some of the listing come with 100, sometimes more, so check around the different listing. This one particularly was $26. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. It was rather inexpensive, and that's what decided the purchase on this thing. Okay, now what do I... Okay, it got a nice sound. If I do it, okay, blaster is charged up. Now it's responding. When you press the mag release, it kind of releases the motors, so you can release the mag. I cut myself some Super Shorty to go with that blaster. I took the 3/4 dart from the Fire Phoenix. Basically easy procedure. Do I have a yellow dart? No, I don't. Let's take a mag dart. I took this 3/8 of an inch to a 1/2 inch copper fitting. Just slap the dart there. You put the head down at the bottom. Whatever's over the copper fitting, you need to cut, and then you're gonna have your 31.5 millimeter dart to work perfectly in your blaster. This thing is pretty nice, but let's take one thing off right now. I know first there is no orange tip, and second this is a real steel look, as real steel as it gets. But it's not an exact replica of an M416. This is much smaller. It's like a baby one. And I don't see why you couldn't paint or mod the appearance of this thing to look like a much cooler blaster. I already have an idea for a shell I want to integrate over that thing to have a different look, and it might just work, because you need to keep in mind this whole blaster is only this part. The battery is in the handle, and you can operate the full blaster like that. You don't need the stock or the barrel on it to do it. To fire the blaster, fill up your magazine with 32 millimeter dart. I showed you how to cut them with a small copper fitting, which is the exact measurement for those darts. I cut myself some 3/4 dart that came with the Fire Phoenix. Once it is loaded, you have two choices. That little switch here, you're gonna feel it. When it's on, you can pull this thing back, and when it's off on the other side, you can pull it there. That's the difference. This thing got two modes of firing. First, manual, you pull back on it. This will close the breech on the dart, and you shoot. It got a nice little tack to it, like quite stiff, but not much air volume as I feel in it. I really think a small brass barrel, just enough to give us enough compression and to take advantage of the so little it is air volume inside the plunger, could be awesome on this thing. There is some mod potential, and then there is the second firing mode, which is automatic. Like, no jam. I just press the button, it push back the plunger on it. One mag empty, can reload, and again, This is the original battery on it, or I switch it at will. This thing is quite fun. Let's go chrono it, try it on the target. Okay, I'm gonna use the blaster without the barrel for this fire test. This way it's gonna be easier to shoot in the chronograph. First, let's go with manual. Oh, so yeah, I think that is decent for what it is. I mean, minimum 57, but it was only one. Most of the dart were around between 65 and 75. Yeah, that is not bad on the manual mode. Now, let's try on automatic. Let's go try it. "192 rounds per minute. That's more than 3 rounds a second. That's not too bad. And the FPS, like, were quite okay. This is not that bad of a blaster, really. So in the end, to wrap up this ANDRTI M416 soft bullet launcher dart blaster, let's take the bad out first, okay? First bad, the real steel look. I mean, this thing look a little too real. Secondly, I wouldn't say bad quality in the blaster. The quality in the blaster is okay. I would say the bad quality of the included accessories, like this quick removable, quick release handle, this big giant tube that is pretty much useless, almost the size of Mega XL. Maybe I will try something with it. And this scope, which is like horrid. You barely see, you see something through it, but there is no magnification whatsoever. And supposedly it's a 32x, and I'm telling you, I don't even have 4x out of this thing. Another little thing, the little sketchy battery. I know pretty much every Chinese blaster come with those, but those are not really safe. So far, no problem. Seems to charge well and to power the blaster. But I wouldn't leave that thing plugged on with me out of the house. Not in a lifetime. And my little last hiccup happened during the fire test. I tried to fire it a couple of times, and at some point on automatic it stopped firing and then spit out 4 darts at once. Some of the dart, because the one I use the heads are a little more heavy than the one included. Sometimes they tip over. You only have the ring where the dart chambers for friction, then it fires. You don't really have barreling, but the little barrel you see up front would accept very easily a brass tubing, a 1732 of an inch brass tube inside, to increase on the pressure, seal, and probably the accuracy, because this thing is not that accurate. To solve this problem, I had to do the automatic fire portion of the fire test without the barrel on it. It's already primed, but this thing still delivers 60, 70 FPS performance, close to 80, even on automatic. This thing is really fun, quite easy to prime. I mean, this is a simple system. When you prime, it pulls the barrel to seal the dart, and then it fires, and it does the same thing when it's going on automatic. You just switch it, and when you fire it, you will see the barrel move back and then fire the dart. This thing works. It's an efficient system. It's been used in gel ball. You see all the gel ball DNA in there, and from the noise of it, I am pretty sure a standard high-speed gel ball gearbox would fit into this thing, bringing the potential even higher. I really like this little thing because the whole blaster, it's only this. I mean, how cool is that? The dart are a little shorter, of course, but I'm pretty sure you got some dart that are spareable at home to cut down to right length for this blaster. In the end, would I recommend you to get one? Would depend on the price. I mean, this thing is worth every penny of the 26 bucks it cost me. It includes the battery, not enough dart to fill it completely, but there was 2 magazines, which is always good to have. At $26, 2 magazines, the blaster. The accessories will go in my part bin accessories that are made for maybe cool modded looking blaster. But as is, maybe for cosplay you want something, or you just want something different that nobody have. I have the feeling it is going to be moddable for regular 36mm dart, but you're going to see it in another video. That's it for this video. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatOldNerdGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to be notified for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.